We are covering today. Here, let me just turn off my Pokemon Go here. Today we were covering a cup I did on July 2nd. I've been meaning to review here. Oh, just like disclosure, I went 4-2 in it. Anyone watching this at this point already knows I went 4-2. Yeah, it's a pretty tough tournament. A lot of really good trainers. This is a Discord that's local in Southern California. I do a lot of tournaments for this particular group. This is kind of like a collab of a bunch of different parts of like Southern California, I guess. So anyways, let us just jump into our first battle. Okay, so my first opponent is PGT or something. What was it? Let me make sure everybody's name. Oh, my first, it's TC Tiger. So I was thinking, I think Beedrill. Wait, did I lead Beedrill? Yeah, I led Beedrill here. So we're in the mirror, and this is a scenario where I decided, I assumed I was going to win CMP just based on the IV spread I picked for my Beedrill. I made sure I had 4 attack at least, and I assumed most people just power up the rank 1. So I went for the bait, and we both baited each other. Pretty smart, but because of the CMP, I knew this was... I thought that wasn't going to be a drill run, but I guess I was like behind a fast move. So I didn't shield thinking it was just X-Scissor, but I actually ended up taking that, and I was like, damn, that's rough. But they switched to Umbreon, and I know bringing in Sudowoodo would be a fair option here. I didn't really have to worry too much. Like, I could shield occasionally, but I could put on some pressure with just counter damage, and then I can go for a Rock Slide. And I'm pretty close to another Rock Slide. So we're not going to shield here. I know I can live another foul play. So we can just counter down. And they bring in their Venusaur. I end up just using all my energy, which they shield. And I decided to just bring in Beedrill. I mean, at this point, I figured I need to sack Beedrill and bring in a lone Graveler and hope I can get off that Stone Edge, because I can shield one Frenzy Plant. But a Stone Edge should be able to knock out Venusaur here. And they end up switching to Beedrill, which ends up working out really well in my favor because I can go for a Rock Blast. They were expecting that Stone Edge. And fortunately enough, I'm already on another Stone Edge. Just with one more Volt Switch, I can get off that Stone Edge. That's game 1. Pretty close battle. I was a little nervous with the way the Beedrill mirror was working out. The game's kind of laggy and shit still. It even affects this, but I don't know. I'm not going to go contest that scenario. You know what I mean? It's just, like, not worth it. Yeah, because, like, in theory, we should be CMPing the whole time. Okay, so I decided to just lead Beedrill again, I think. I thought this team worked out really well. I don't find any reason to change my lead, particularly. And there's a chance they might think I'm going to change my lead to deal with it. So that's exactly what happens. They think I'm going to lead like Sudowoodo or Graveler, I guess. I end up getting the lead advantage. I switched to my Venusaur on their Lapras switch. And I didn't know what to expect, but I was like, damn. I thought it was going to be bait, but I went straight for the Ice Beam. Took out my Venusaur. But I do have an option to deal with Lapras still in the form of Lone Graveler. So fortunately for us, it's not the end of the world here. I have to go for baits. I'm going to shield on a Lone Graveler. I have to go for the Rock Blast baits here. I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Like, I'm thinking, like, are they going to shield this or not? They don't even shield. And I switch out to Beedrill right after that, and I just go for an X-Scissor. We get a shield there. And they have Sableye, which is kind of rough for us, but we have a little bit of an energy lead, so I just go straight for my X-Scissor. They end up shielding. We're able to get off another X-Scissor here. I don't know if, I think they're farming. We do a little bit of damage, and I think I just let Beedrill die. And the plan here is to just bring in Graveler. I think I shield this. I think I'm trying to remember if I think I farm down. I make a risky play and I farm down, and I just have to go for the Stone Edge here. And that should be game. So, again, ending with our lone Graveler Stone Edging their Venusaur. Damn, that's insane, actually. So, we end up winning the first 2 battles of our first opponent, which, you know, that means we take round 1. We're just jumping into the next battle. Okay. So... I didn't see what I picked. I feel like I led Graveler this time, or Sudowoodo. I don't remember. I should have been watching. I may have gone Beedrill again, just thinking like it worked all those other times while I switch it. But I may have actually switched to Graveler. Oh yeah, I did use Graveler. Yeah, I was thinking... Yeah. I just thought like they were expecting Beedrill again. So this is a pretty good scenario for us. I mean, it's not good or bad, it's just alright. You can kind of just sit here and trade shields. I think I go for the Stone Edge here, thinking they're not going to shield. And they switch the Venusaur and they don't shield, they just take a fucking Stone Edge to the face. So I'm switching the Beedrill. I know I don't need to shield any moves against Venusaur. Save all my energy. I launch X-Scissor on the weakened Sableye, which puts a little more pressure on it to try to shield, but they don't shield. And I just opt to shield myself and farm down because I'll have energy, and we'll definitely be able to poison jab it down. They're running their Sudowoodo, I think. So I just go straight for a drill run. They have the shield. We switch in for the mirror. Pretty much just to sack our Sudowoodo to their Earthquake, but I go for a Rock Slide before they can get off their move, which, you know, makes a huge difference here. They end up Rock Sliding, and then I counter them down. That's game. So we end up 3-0ing our very first opponent. Let me bring up my second opponent's team here. Alright. So our second opponent was running Zwellius. I didn't really see much Zwellius in general this tournament. This is like the only team. This team is kind of interesting. The Pinsir also. I was thinking Frostlass is really good against my opponent. I remember looking at their team like Frostlass. Definitely going to be a really viable Pokemon, and they might not expect me to lead it. So I think I'm just going to lead it. They end up leading Pinsir, and to be honest, I fucking didn't really know like what to expect from Pinsir. I'm like, I know it gets close combat and X-Scissor. Is that what its moveset is for this cup? I don't even know. They end up switching to a lone Graveler, and I switch out Frostlass to Sudowoodo because they can take a Rock Blast. I guess I was thinking it might be a Stone Edge. I should just not shielded there. I think I was a little nervous, but I guess shielding once wasn't the worst play in the world because we are still putting some pretty severe pressure here. They just end up sacking Graveler to my Rock Slide. They bring in Pinsir again. Fortunately, I can get off a Rock Slide, so we'll end up getting one shield here. I'm not even gonna bother shielding because I think when it attacks, I think it just farms me down. Yeah. So I bring in Frostlass. I already have Avalanche. I'm thinking this is X-Scissor, so I just don't bother shielding because I know I can take an X-Scissor. I go for my Avalanche. They shield, and I switch out the Graveler, suspecting another X-Scissor, which I can resist. Or not resist, but I can take it at least. They have Zwellius in the back. I go straight for our Stone Edge on a lone Graveler, which will do a decent amount of damage, and we don't really have to do anything here. We just have to let it die, and I can bring in Frostlass for the win. We Powder Snow Zwellius down, and we will shield here actually, just so we have the Avalanche. I was a little nervous here, but I was like, I don't think they have energy on Pinsir at this point. So we were able to just avalanche, and we took game 1. Definitely, like, was a little nervous when I saw the Pinsir. I wasn't really sure. I knew that I could get Fury Cutter, and if it had that, I think that's a legacy move. If it had that, that means energy gain would be pretty insane. Okay, so part of me feel I think I just lead Frostlass again because I'm thinking they're not gonna. Oh wait, no. Do I switch? I don't remember. Well, we'll see here. I think I'm like debating. Okay, so I guess I do switch my lead. I guess I was thinking maybe they'd try to counter it. I should have just led Frostlass again. It's not terrible for me, but I mean, yeah, we could have actually just. We would have been in the okay scenario with just leading Frostlass. I don't think there's anything Vespiquen can actually do to Sudowoodo that requires me to shield. I mean, and they're running Felstinger, and I was like, dude, what? I mean. So they end up switching out directly after that Felstinger. Yo, Mega Eevee, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing today, homie? And they bring in their Alolan Graveler. I opt out and decide not to shield, knowing I could take 1 Rock Blast. And fortunately enough, I could actually counter down before it could even kill me. So we're in a pretty good scenario here. We got one of their shields. We have energy on Sudowoodo. We have switch advantage. A lot of good stuff is happening. They bring in their own Sudowoodo. I decided to bring in my Frostlass here on their Pseudo, knowing that I could just shield the rock move, and they're going to have to shield this Avalanche if they want to live. They switch into Vespiquen, and I just end up switching to my Alolan Graveler, which this is an amazing scenario for me. I don't need to worry about the Power Gem even really, and I probably could have farmed down and shielded, but I was thinking, you know what, I might as well just knock it out and double Rock Blast, because that's good enough, and then I can even just have, yeah, that's game. Yo, Deflector, good to see you, man. It's been a minute. Welcome to stream, bud. So we end up taking the first 2 matches of our second opponent. That's great, Mega Eevee. Are you doing Premier or are you doing the regular Master League? Okay, so we're in our final battle against Elite 4 Owl. Elite 4 Owl. And I decided to lead Frostlass, thinking I wish I led it the second game even. They end up just leading Vespiquen again for whatever reason, and we're just in a great scenario. Like, yeah, Power Gem, we need to shield that. But I kind of make a nice switch here where we switch to Sudowoodo on the Power Gem. I can eat it, wasting their energy, and like, yeah, they bring in Gloom, which is kind of unfortunate for me. But for some reason, they're running Acid. Do you see that? I was like wondering what the fuck was happening at first when I was facing this person. And then I was like, wait, what? They're running Acid. That's not good. Like, like I was expecting the Razor Leaf. I'm like, I'm fucked. And they had Acid. And I was like, bro. It has to be an accident. Like, what is... And like here, I didn't know what was happening, so I was just like kind of like fucking around. Like I just stopped tapping. I didn't know if he was like lagging or if he just like gave up. So I just like... I stopped tapping too, and I was like fucking... I don't know. I knew it was my match. It didn't matter. You know, the round was already over. But anyways, he didn't say anything after, so he's just like, great games. I was like, alright, cool. I guess we're solid. Let's just move on. Very nice, Mega Eevee. Congratulations on your gains, dude. That's fucking hype, homie. Magnezone, Dragonite, and Swampert. Alright, so these are insane battles. So this is our third opponent, Panic. So I think I led Frostlass, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, hold on. Did I bring up their team? Wait, I did. I'm pretty sure this is their team. Yes. Anyways. Yeah, I wasn't really... I think I lead Frostlass? I don't remember. Or did I lead Venusaur? I missed it. But I'm like trying to think what I was thinking when I saw their team. Yeah, I do lead Frostlass. Okay. So I do lead Frostlass's first game. They led Vespiquen. They switch in their Lapras. I switch in my Sudowoodo to their Lapras. Going for a Rock Slide. We get one shield. I know I can take a Surf, but I end up shielding the first Surf. And this time I think I just take it. Yeah. And I go for another Rock Slide, which will either give us a shield or they'll just sack Lapras. They give us the shield, which is fine. I bring in a lone Graveler. I have the shield. I can't take a Surf here, but I can actually farm down at this point. So they bring in the Vespiquen. We're in a pretty good scenario. We just have to knock out Vespiquen. Then they bring in their lone Graveler, and I can go for a Stone Edge right off the bat, which is pretty nice. And I'm close enough to an Avalanche that I could switch in Frostlass and knock out their Graveler, putting us in our win condition already. So we take battle 1 pretty sound. Apparently he was streaming whenever we were doing this battle. There's some pretty insane plays in these next 2 battles. I didn't even know until After Effects. And like, I make this crazy play that you'll see here soon. That I was like, damn, I can't believe people actually saw that. Alright, so what's our opponent gonna lead? In a way, I was thinking we might see the Umbreon or the Lapras lead. So I decided to lead Sudowoodo, and we do actually see Lapras. Again, not a bad scenario to be in. Going straight for a Rock Slide right off the bat. Alright, so we keep on tapping down. I think this time I decided to just take a Surf. And we end up getting to a Rock Slide. They just sack Lapras. They bring in a lone Graveler. And this is kind of a crazy scenario. I decided to go for Rock Blast right off the bat. Excuse me. I think it's gonna be Rock Blast, but I end up shielding anyways. Breloom is definitely really good. You'll see a couple of my opponents ran Breloom. Definitely feel like it's a hidden gem, and then you're actually, I agree 100%. I have to shield this. I go for the Avalanche. I make a really big misplay against my opponent here. You'll see. So I'm gonna die to the Frenzy Plant. But I can actually knock out with Rock Blast, and for whatever reason I didn't click, and I know it looks like I didn't have it there, but I actually was overcharged. I could have used Rock Blast, but I tapped again for a Volt Switch to go for Stone Edge. If I would have actually just clicked on Rock Blast, I would have won that battle. It was moving too fast, but if you watch it, you can actually see I had Rock Blast and then he used Frenzy Plant. And I died. Because I was thinking it wouldn't have been enough damage, but the reality is Rock Blast would have actually knocked out there. So that was going to be a really close battle. And I felt like, holy shit, I can't believe I lost that. This is going to be, this is a really hard scenario. I don't know what he's going to lead this time. That battle got in my head, Really tough battle. So what is Panic gonna lead here on the final tiebreaker match? Keep in mind, every battle I think so far I think I've 3-0'd every opponent I've faced. This is the only time I've lost a battle so far this whole tournament. So, sure. Let's see. I lead a lone Graveler. He ends up leading Umbreon. This isn't the worst scenario to be in, but it's also not ideal. I guess I'm thinking he's not going to shield, and I can maybe just go straight Stone Edge. Yeah. Now I can Rock Blast. And I think I end up shielding here. No, I don't shield. I do get off another Rock Blast though. Like, this is some interesting like plays on my end. Just kind of like really making ballsy. You'll see why this matters at switch out. Like, it may seem like, damn, you just took that for no reason, and now you're in a scenario where you're against Venusaur, and I was a little like, fuck, I can't believe I wasted my energy here. But then I thought, okay, so they're gonna shield or they're not gonna shield. They end up shielding. Smart play not to take that EQ, and they, instead of just opting out on farming down, they end up wasting their energy. So I have to bring in Frostlass. The thing is, I'm gonna have to shield, but instead what I end up doing is I switch out. I'm able to sack the Alone Graveler to the Frenzy Plant. Now I'm in range to just farm down. They switch in Lapras. I go for Shadow Ball. I need 2 Shadow Balls. I get off my other Shadow Ball. I'm able to take out Lapras here with my Shadow Balls. Now I'm in a scenario where I pretty much win. They need to Frenzy Plant me. I shield it. They bring in their Umbreon, and unfortunately it's at such low health that it just dies to Powder Snow. The thing is, he actually had energy on Foul Play, he told me after the battle there. So that was just like insane how we won. The fact that the Powder Snow registered before the charge move of him coming in, like, we would have died otherwise. Yeah, the sack swap is what allowed us to win that battle. If we didn't sack Graveler the way we did there, if we didn't save it for that sack swap, we would have actually lost that battle. Like, that was pretty insane. Okay. Let me bring up my next opponent's team here. Alright, so NihalKing. I wasn't really sure what to lead against them. I think I led Frostlass, because I've had a lot of luck leading Frostlass. Yeah, we end up getting the Venusaur lead. I think they end up switching out into their Sableye. I end up staying in and going for a Shadow Ball. And I switch in Sudowoodo. I know I can take a Foul Play from the Sableye here, so I end up not shielding at all. I have to shield this time though, and then I end up going for Rock Slide. We knock out their Sableye, they're gonna bring in Venusaur again. I think they can just farm us down. We're able to actually get off a Rock Slide, which they're not gonna shield, of course. I'm gonna bring in Frostlass. I have to shield, and I'm gonna try to get off this as much. I'm gonna try to switch. Honestly, this might be, I think this might have been the better play, is to let it die. But I think they might have Sudowoodo in the back. Yeah, they end up having Sudowoodo in the back line, so that's pretty much game. Yeah, actually, my Frostlass IVs aren't even really that good. I have a shiny one. The IVs. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. Wait. I take that all back. My Frostlass actually has 4-15-0 IVs. Oh, wrong number. Second one. Yeah, so we end up losing that first battle. That's really well played on their end for sure. Alright, so we're jumping into our next battle here. Alright. This is not a bad scenario. We need to switch out. I think we decided to go into Frostlass against their Vespiquen. We go straight for the Avalanche. I didn't shield, I didn't know what they were going to do, so I knew X-Scissor would not do a lot of damage. Power Gem though, damn, that's rough that did not shield there. A little rough. We can get both shields though. I mean, I guess that's not the worst scenario. Definitely should have shielded though. They switch in their Umbreon. Sounds good, Shakiz. Take care, homie. I hope you have a good evening. We switch the Venusaur against the Umbreon. We take a foul play. We go for a Frenzy Plant. I guess I was suspecting we would see maybe Sudowoodo in the back again. We go for a Sludge Bomb on Vespiquen because it's a flying bug type, even though it resists, or I think it's like neutral, the poison move, and we can Frenzy Plant to take the battle here. So we're currently 1-1 against Nihal. Really tough battles. We have to pretty much try to predict the lead correctly. Lumpy Corn, welcome to the stream. You know, honestly, I wasn't really sure what they were gonna. Yeah, there's been a lot. I've been missing a lot of fast attacks yesterday and today, and the day before. Hopefully they've resolved those issues, because it's hard to do CMPs. Okay, so, you know, I should have probably led, I should have led B-Drill here. I don't remember. I feel like I should have led B-Drill, but I led Sudowoodo. Yeah, I remember I was like debating on leading the B-Drill. See how I even brought it this game and I didn't bring it the other matches? In my head I was like, should I just bring it? Because he's going to bring that Venusaur for sure. Damn, I really wish I... This is a rough scenario to be in because we're not going to be able to win this. So... we just have to kind of use our energy and try our best. I think I just end up letting B-Drill die, knowing that I can't end up... I mean, maybe I could have pulled it off there, but I think I just want to get energy lead with Sudowoodo. I don't shield, thinking this is maybe the right play. It's a little rough. They switch in their Venusaur. I bring in my Venusaur for the mirror, and then they have Vespiquen. Sludge Bombs can rack up here, but yeah, it's pretty much game. I can't really win this. Really good games though on their end. Really well played. It is hot today, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking through and hanging out while I do my Catacomb match commentary. It's just so sweaty today. I'm like, man, I feel miserable from all the heat. But yeah, this is our first L of the tournament. Well played though. Definitely well played on my opponent. If I could have just predicted and used my gut instinct to lead B-Drill this match, we've been such a good scenario this whole battle. We could have just lined up everything. So that was game. Good game, man. Well played. Let's bring up our fifth opponent's team here. As you can see, a lot of people are running very similar teams. Whoa, what the hell happened there? Why is... Oh, wait, I just realized something. For some reason, had a filter on this. My bad. That looks better. A lot of people were running very similar teams, but... So, earlier, Hugo was talking about Breloom. I wasn't even thinking about Breloom originally when I was making a team. I've been running the same team all month. But when I faced these people, it really opened up how good I think Breloom actually is. Because it really made me think, what do I need to do here to win? I mean, granted, Sassifrass is great to have on my team. But I was like, man, that's actually a really interesting grass type to run, is Breloom, because it's working as a counter user simultaneously. Yeah, so I'm facing Waffles, Man 87. I was thinking, again, Sassifrass is really good against this team, but are they going to lead the Umbreon? They do end up leading Umbreon, and I decided to stay in and switch to Umbreon, hoping to catch their foul play or Dark Pulse, whatever moveset they're running. And then they switch in fucking Breloom. I'm like, oh shit. So I go for a last resort. Last resort actually does a decent chunk. I understand, Hugo. 100%, bro. December is a good time to save all your stuff to evolve, though. They usually bring back community days for December. So I know I could take a seed bomb. I just decide to take the seed bomb and farm down for energy. I go for an avalanche upon Umbreon returning, which still does a little bit of a chunk. I switch in my Alolan Graveler. Fortunately for us, this lines up really nicely for the rest of the battle. We don't have to worry about shielding here. Even from a power gem, it's going to do a chunk, but we can actually just kind of, you know, do our thing. We do get the shield, which I was really shocked to see the shielded here, not on Umbreon. And we just launch another Rock Blast, knocking out Vespiquen. I have double shield, so of course I'm going to shield and just try to go for another. I think I go for the Stone Edge here. I just opt out and go straight for damage. I knew I could live. So we end up taking round 1 here. Yeah, Breloom is just like an option. It's not that it's individually that great. It's just like how you implement it on your team. It can really make you change a little bit how you're trying to approach the battle. I would say, like, if you were running Breloom, you would run another grass type probably as well. I don't think I would change my team personally to add a Breloom, but I definitely felt like, maybe not this team I'm facing currently, but like my final opponent, for example, I feel like utilizes Breloom very well to her team. Okay, so I suspect that we're going to see the Umbreon. I did lead Venusaur knowing this would be good. It does beat both those matchups too, but it's, again, even Venusaur does well in both of those matchups. You know what I mean? Like, I'm running Venusaur to deal with Umbreon here. Like, that's why I was, like, that's the whole thing. It's like, you know what I mean? Venusaur can actually win against Frostlass, depending. Okay, so my Venusaur is like wrecking house right now. Go for another Frenzy Plant. They're gonna have to shield with Graveler. They end up doing that. I'm gonna bring in Sudowoodo, and I think I'm just gonna not shield. I think I just let it go through. Torpez, we haven't picked a date yet because there's GoFest and Community Day. We want to try to work around those dates. It might be a Saturday before Community Day. We might do the Saturday before Community Day, but we do have the list up so people can start planning their team. Okay, I farm just like a tap or two. I go straight for the Avalanche. We knock out Barloom. In comes the Graveler. Fortunately for us, we have a shield. We can shield the Rock Blast, and we can counter down here. So that's good for us. You can't do battles on Saturday. It's kind of hard because this month is rough, and if we don't do it before the end of July, we don't know if we'll even have a chance to do it. Just because of the nature of Pokemon Go, we don't know if they're even going to extend. Isn't it supposed to be over the 28th? All of the distance bonuses? I mean, maybe we could do like a Friday or something, but again, it doesn't really matter to me. I am flexible personally. But yeah, we have to like, there's a lot of shit happening this month in regards to events. But yeah. Sorry, I missed that. I think we had Frostlass on Vespiquen if I'm not mistaken. Sudowoodo here on Umbreon. I don't shield. I don't think I shield at all. I just take them and put pressure back. They might extend it, but I feel like it's not worth banking on that. Like, I could do it the first week of September, if that was the case. Like that Sunday. But you're in Europe. What time is 5 p.m. in relative to me? Okay, so I switch into Frostlass and the Breloom. I launch my Avalanche. They end up shielding. We're really close to another Avalanche, so I'm able to launch off before they even get off a charge move. We force 2 shields. I'll actually shield here myself because I can't take a Seed Bomb at that range. I could maybe, but it's not really worth it because this is much more beneficial to just double shield and have energy. Oh, I see. Yeah, we can just Powder Snow down and Avalanche Vespiquen. I'm gonna think about this. I need to make a decision soon though, so people actually have a way to plan around it. I mean, the reality of it is, we're not gonna be able to cater to everyone, unfortunately. But I will try my best to be fair about it. Alright, so we end up winning against Waffle there. And our final opponent. Let us jump into it. Okay. Okay, so we get in Venusaur on Lapras. I was kind of suspecting she would lead Lapras. It's a pretty good call on our end. They end up shielding. I think I decide to not shield, thinking it's Surf, which is a pretty boss play on my end, thinking like I'm ahead, but I have the shield now. If I want to at least try to get up another Frenzy Plant. We get the sack from Lapras here, and we get Sudowoodo, and I was like, oh fuck. That moment when you realize you done fucked up. I was like, oh my lord, are you kidding me? So she brings in Frostlass, the sack. Pretty smart play. I mean, I'm not gonna shield, obviously. Frostlass can actually take one foul play here. I have to go for another one. Really insane battle. Like, I was so tilted that I brought 2 Pokemon Week to Sudowoodo. I was like, bro. I'm like, how could I have done this to myself? But yeah. Essentially, we struggle here. This is just, feels bad, man. I was so just like, we won the lead, we called the lead, and we just brought the wrong support. But, you know, really well played on her end. Alright, so I was like, fuck, dude. What's gonna happen now? I think I'm thinking lead Venusaur again. Man, what a day, this heat. So this is my final battle. I'm 4-1 in the tournament. Gotta try my best. Thank you, Mocha. You have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you get some good rest for tomorrow. So hot. I feel a lot better, guys. It's just, you know, gotta take it one day at a time. The anticipation's killing me right now. I just want this over. Because I really gotta go to the bathroom. The coffee is like destroying me. So they lead Breloom. I thought like if I led Graveler, it wouldn't have mattered because they were gonna lead Lapras. You know, that'd be a good idea. They switched to Lapras on my Frostlass. I ended up going for the Shadow Ball. I don't remember. The 19th maybe? Go for another Shadow Ball. Yo, I really have to use the restroom. I'm not lying. Like, this is torture. Hurry! Hurry! Faster! I sack Frostlass, bring in Graveler. Woo! This is straight up torture. Breloom, I switched to my Venusaur. This is a pretty good scenario, honestly. We can just go straight Frenzy Plants. We have a shield. We don't really have the shield here. We don't even have to worry about the Breloom. We're in a pretty good scenario. Like, I felt good here. I felt like I made the right picks, even though we lost the lead. And, dude, I'm about to run to the restroom. Like, it's so bad. This coffee, I don't know what they put in this cold brew, but it's hurting. Yeah, so we take a Seed Bomb, and I decided to just go straight for Sludge Bomb, and we get a Shield, a Stone Edge. Stone Edge is going to do a decent chunk, fortunately for us, and we can actually just Volt Switch down, but we end up going for a Rock Blast because we might as well, and we end up taking this battle. So we go into a tiebreaker match. You know, honestly, this last battle, I was thinking I should have led Beedrill. I kept thinking in my head lead Beedrill. This is the same scenario I was in my other battle, where I was in a tough matchup. See how I bring Beedrill again? I didn't bring Beedrill the other matches. Like, Beedrill will be good. And I was like, man, she's gonna lead Lapras again. I just had a feeling. But if I would've just led fucking Beedrill, yo, I'm telling you. Yo, I need to use the restroom so bad. I can't even pause this. Hurry, me! Pass me! You should've picked Beedrill, you silly man. Why didn't you just go Beedrill, man? Yeah. I ended up putting myself in a really bad scenario. If I would have led Beedrill, like now it's like, I switched my Beedrill to her, she switches to her Sudowoodo. I try going for bait. She actually falls for the bait, which is pretty good. So this time I'm like, okay, so I don't want to be greedy. Let's just go straight Drill Run. She does not shield. I should have shielded this. I should have shielded that. I honestly think if I shielded that, that would have been game changing too. Because I think she's running Umbreon and... No, she's running, okay, no. It's really the Venusaur matchup that it kind of screws me here. Because I just Can't really do anything to Beedrill. Yeah, she ends up... She just makes the right call leading Beedrill on this last match. Really great play. If I would have done the same thing, which I was really leaning towards before I hit go, this would have been much better for us because we would have at least been in the mirror, which could have been... We could have put up a better fight. We had the right Pokemon in the back. We brought all the right Pokemon. It was just how we lined it up. Like, if we would have led Beedrill, we had Sudowoodo and Venusaur. She brought Sudowoodo and Lapras. That was like... If we would have just led Beedrill, that would have been game, guys. But really well played. Definitely really well played on her part. So we end up going 4-2 in the tournament. And, I don't know, that was my weighted of the month. Wish I made some good calls there, but it really just came down to those 2 games where I just kind of made a bad prediction. We really well played, though. GG's to everyone from that tournament.